Then also we have a comment from John Gray, who is arguably the biggest expert in this group. He is the president of Blackstone Group, and he is the world's most successful real estate investor. There was actually a Bloomberg article on this the other day, so let me just pull up the article and we can just show what he said. So he's asked a bunch of questions. I'll have this article linked. It's really interesting. If I can find my highlight. Okay, so the economy has been pretty good, but it probably will head down at some point. So if I want to invest in real estate, is now a good time? This is a question to John Gray. He thinks that it's still a pretty good time for real estate for a couple reasons. The warning signs are twofold: too much leverage, too much capital, and we don't really have that in the real estate system today. The other is too many cranes and too much building. We're actually below historic levels in terms of new supply. So he thinks that the supply will help meet the demand, and we're not in as crazy of a time as it may seem. And the other thing he wanted to point out was the S&P 500 delivered something like 4 times the return of public REITs since the beginning of 2020 before COVID. So real estate is lagging coming out of the recovery because obviously people have been concerned about the physical world. So this is really interesting that he feels that the real estate market is actually kind of catching up to other equities and other assets, and that they were lagging behind for a long period of time. And so even though we're seeing this catch up happen quickly, it might not actually be as crazy as it seems because there was a catch up that was needed. So he kind of feels, he does feel that it's actually not even a bad time to buy right now, which was really interesting. And again, was really surprising to see all this, because I went into this thinking that it was just going to be like, the sky's on fire, don't buy, blah, 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 because that's what it feels like, but it actually might not be the case. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe to the main channel as well, right here.